Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Last night, the Knicks won their fourth straight game in a 112-99 victory over the Sacramento Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't all roses, but it was a good win for the New York Knicks. Here's my 5 takeaways. Number 1, Jalen Brunson suffers a sprained ankle. And what a hit for the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. And it didn't look good. Brunson knew right away that he needed to come out of the game as Davion Mitchell came right down on his ankle. And you can see it in the clip here. The question is, 1, how severe is the sprain? And when will Jalen Brunson be back? I'm guessing that he'll miss the Wednesday game in Chicago, and the Knicks will be in Chicago for 2 games. We'll see how that goes. But then number 2, who takes Jalen Brunson's spot in the starting lineup? Will it be Emmanuel Quickley? I'm thinking it'll be Emmanuel Quickley. Or will it be Deuce? The thinking behind elevating Miles McBride, Deuce, would be to bring that defense to the point of attack, as well as allow Emmanuel Quickley to be the spark plug off the bench. Because you now take all your firepower off the bench. We'll see which way Tom Thibodeau decides to go. I'm hoping that this is not an extended injury for Jalen Brunson. I guess my third question, though, is who fills the 9-man rotation now? Is it Derrick Rose? I would think it's Derrick Rose, especially since the injury is at that specific position. I can't see Cam. Cam and Tom Thibodeau not on the same page, in my opinion. No Evan Fournier. It would have to be Derrick Rose who fills that 9-man rotation. Plus, Tom Thibodeau trusts Derrick Rose, ladies and gentlemen. So Jalen Brunson suffers a sprained ankle. As soon as we know more, we'll make sure that we get that information to you. And number 2, ladies and gentlemen, Julius Randle gets ejected. He was unhappy for the lack of calls last night. And you can see him barking at the refs before this play even transpired. Julius Randle was barking at the referees, and then he gets a rebound, and he goes back up. He gets pushed in the back by Sabonis, and ladies and gentlemen, you can see it here. Sabonis pushes him dead in the back. Randle falls on the ground and bumps his head on the other guy's knee, and this really did set Julius Randle off. Randle's got to be able to control his emotions. There's no doubt about it. And if you look at the upper part of your screen, you'll see Randle barking at the referee. And then after he barks at that ref and gets a tech, he goes to another ref. Brunson gives a late try to hold him back. But it was too late. Julius Randle already said what he was going to say, and he gets ejected. I understand the frustration because he did get pushed in the back. I'd be upset too. Then he hit his head. That added to the frustration. But you've got to be able to control yourself. But now comes an even bigger question. With Jalen Brunson being injured, Julius Randle becomes more important to the team. And he definitely cannot afford to get technicals or be ejected. He's got to be ready. He's got to come focused, ladies and gentlemen. He's got to be focused each and every game. I understand the frustration because he gets hit a lot. And there are plenty of times when he does not get the foul call because he is an aggressive guy. He does create a lot of contact. And so referees kind of let it go sometimes. Julius Randle also puts himself in a bad situation by constantly barking at the referees. But you can't get ejected, Julius. You got to keep your head. If Jalen Brunson is out for a significant period, the Knicks are really going to need you to be on top of your game in order to continue winning basketball games. So this is definitely something to watch for with Randle, ladies and gentlemen. We discussed it last night, though. Does he need consequences right now? I think the natural consequences are enough at this point. The defense is surging, ladies and gentlemen. They held the Sacramento Kings to 99 points. They allowed Charlotte to score 101 points, but previous to that, the Cleveland Cavaliers scored in the 80s. And whoever else they played, I can't remember the team right now, scored 89 points. The Atlanta Hawks scored 89 points. So Cleveland 81, the Hawks 89, Charlotte 101, and now the Sacramento Kings 99 points. The defense is surging and playing very well. They are leading the New York Knicks to victory right now. The defense is. And the Knicks don't shoot the ball well, because that's my next point. So I might as well bring it up on the screen now. The Knicks continue to struggle shooting the ball. They shot 22% from the three-point line last night. But it's the defense, ladies and gentlemen, that is keeping the Knicks in games, causing the opposing teams to shoot poorly and elevating the team to victory. They've got to continue to play this type of defense. Deuce McBride, Quentin Grimes, they are both big parts of the defense, because they are, I don't want to say they're locking down on the perimeter, but they're making it tough for opposing guards on the perimeter, which is allowing your big guys, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, etc., to not have to sag so much into the paint, because you're not as worried about guys getting clean forays and looks into the paint. So now you can cheat out. You're still helping, but you can cheat out a little bit so you can close the gap on that shooter if the ball is passed to him. It's making the defense that much better. They've been sharp on their rotations, and then they're rebounding the ball. They're finishing the defense with a rebound. That is very, very important. Right? Kudos to Mitchell Robinson for that, because he's been a rebounding monster the last few games, offensively and defensively. And Julius Randle's had, he had one big rebounding game, and he's done his normal job rebounding the ball. R.J. Barrett's done a good job rebounding the ball. R.J. Barrett had 9 rebounds last night. Hartenstein has done a good job rebounding the basketball. And I said a while ago, the Knicks have too many rebounders to not be a good rebounding team. And during one of their losing streaks, they weren't rebounding the ball well. I think they've made that a point of emphasis along with the defense. And if they're not going to shoot the ball well, then, ladies and gentlemen, they've got to rebound to give themselves second chance points. But the defense is surging, although they're not shooting the ball well. And this is leading to victories at this point. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, the Knicks are on a 3-game home win streak. Home has not been home for the New York Knicks. It has not been friendly to the New York Knicks, but they are now even 500 at home. We'll see when they get back to the Garden, as they go play Chicago twice and then to Indiana. When they get back to the Garden, can they continue to defend home court and make Madison Square Garden a tough place for anybody to play? The Knicks need to have a winning record at home and at least a 500 record on the road. That's what we're asking for. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen, if the Knicks continue to win at home. They're on a 3-game home win streak right now. 4-game win streak overall. They're 14-13 on the season. The East is jumbled up, ladies and gentlemen. One win can elevate you to the 5th seed. One loss can drop you down to the 10th seed. So every game is critical at this point. That's why losing Jalen Brunson hurts. That's why Julius Randle, if Jalen Brunson is out, has got to be able to keep his head, because he's been playing some good basketball. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. My 5 takeaways from last night's victory over the Sacramento Kings. I want to know what you think. Put it down in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. I will talk to you soon. Be peaceful, and I'm out.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.